Okay, here we go. Here we go, back to returning to center, returning to this through line on Monday morning, as we were talking about a little before. Returning to the through line, returning to this state of harmony and balance. Coming back to our true nature, our true selves. Coming back to our bodies, letting go of our thoughts, this thinking mind, this, I don't want to live up here, too much chaos, too much thinking. I want to live down in here. And we use the breath to marry the mind with the body. So feet together, touching if you can. Palms together in prayer posture. Make sure your thumbs are touching your sternum. And begin the sacred cleansing breath in through the nose. Hot, audible exhale through the mouth. Begin to center yourself. Calm your nervous system. Give a few strokes down your vagus nerve, just straight down here. Just give a few strokes just to calm your system. I love this, so relaxing. Right along your vagus nerve, just tell the body to relax. Coming back to a state of harmony. And then relax the arms. Put your awareness, keep your awareness where you were just stroking. Keep your awareness right there. Imagine your hand is still touching it. Right down the heart center. And as we turn the palms over, imagine the heart center opens like an elevator door and softens, opens and softens. So turn the hands over and feel that sensation, opening, softening. My head tilts up just a little bit as my third eye just wants to go like towards the sun, like a sunflower. When I'm holding this posture, I feel like a sunflower just taking in the rays through my palms, through my third eye. I'm just taking in the rays and the chi from the sun. And through the nose, hot audible exhale through the mouth. Relax the hands. Step out with your left foot, but make sure it's very controlled. So we're going to bend the knees, make the stepping out and stepping in as sacred as you make your form. Super important. Bend both knees, but as both knees are bent, I'm loading my right leg as I get ready to empty my left leg and step out. So load all your weight into your right leg. You can't even tell, but I am. I'm fully loaded in my right. My empty left leg, my yin leg, now steps out flat, flat, empty foot. Empty means no weight. And then I sink into that leg, sink. And I start to let my body unravel. Look at my arms, my body, everything. It's like I'm a piece of pasta. Just came out of boiling water, nice and soft and relaxed. Just let everything go. You can think of pasta. You can think of muscles like fruit dangling from a tree, but just let it, that kind of relaxed sort of nature. Side to side first. Breathe. And then forward and backwards. That rocking chair that we spoke about last week. Deanne sent me this great article about a rocking chair because I brought this up last week. Pushing against the chi, I rock forward onto the balls of the feet, and then hands come forward, I'm back on the heels. And don't throw yourself off your center. My feet remain on the earth, but I just catch this momentum, catch it. So she sent me this beautiful article about a rocking chair and how calming and soothing it is for our nervous system and our physiology, and how that's why our parents rocked us when we were babies, to soothe us. And how one person who's rocking a baby in a room makes everybody start rocking, even if they're not holding a baby. And this is us. We're just rocking ourselves back and forth. Catch the momentum. Sometimes you have to do it a few times, but let yourself be rocked and lulled into this state of just calm, peace. No worries, no thoughts for the next hour. We have nothing to do, nowhere to be, but right here, right now. And just relax the arms. Back to Uji. Remember, my sacrum, no, we don't want this arch here because that's a closed Ming Men. Take the sacrum, anchor it. So watch, here's the sacrum, it's up, closed Ming Men, because I've got the ski slope. Take sacrum, anchor it straight down into where, I'm not doing this, I'm not tucking it forward, I'm tucking my sacrum down. Watch how this opens Ming Men. That's one of the 5 bows. So we've got 5 bows. 1, the knee, stiff knees, and then I let them unlock. So I've got 1 bow, 2 bows. I can have stiff arms, no chi, or relaxed. 3, 4, and the 5th blow is the spine. So there's our 5 bows. We stand in this posture and allow the body, allow the chi to flow throughout the body. If I'm stiff, no chi flowing. Relax, relax in this state. Bend the knees just enough, not to where they're uncomfortable. They should feel comfortable. So like I'm sitting on a high stool. And cup the hands, and we begin our tapping. This is our unblocking phase. So we unblock, unlock, unleash. Down the inside, up the outside, and then shoulder blade, cup the hand. Imagine you're putting chi into your body, as well as opening up blockages. That's why this is the unblocking part. And now massage inside the armpit. Get those lymph nodes in there. Come across the chest, down the inside, up the outside. Other side. Oh. Thymus thump. Boost the immune system. Breathe. Exhale when you're doing that. And then underneath the collarbone, get those lymph nodes under there. Good. Feel something a little funky, a little wonky, stay on it, make little circles. It's okay. You won't fall behind. Get that. Sometimes if you're in a hurry, you can do 2 at a time. Got this from one of my students. Good. Ribs. Vibrate the ribs like drums. Activate the internal organs underneath them. Other side. Dantian, 2 inches below belly button. Gentle fists. Drumming kidneys and adrenals. Rub, 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 rub. Sacrum. Wake up the sacrum to remind us to keep it like an anchor, sinking down into earth. Not up, down. And legs. You can bend over and do them. Like this. I'll do each leg a different way. This way I bend over. If I'm having a hard time bending over, I don't know, maybe my back's hurting me today. Put your foot up on a piece of furniture. Do it this way. Many ways to do this one. I want to get some balance work. I do it this way. Many ways to do this one. Come back to Uji. Again, those 5 bows. Slight bend in the knees, slight bend in the elbows. Sink the sacrum down into earth. Opens Ming Men, and the body is in a state to allow the chi to flow. Chi doesn't flow in straight lines. It likes to flow in arcs and circles and spirals. Bounce and shake. Remember, when we're bouncing, fire breath in and out through the nostrils only. When we come back to Wu Qi, in through the nose, hot audible exhale through the mouth as we blow off any holdings we may be having. We're shaking off any of that excess blocked energy, and we're detoxing the lymphatic system by bouncing. So I'm just up and down with my knees, up and down, up and down. Real relaxed. Muscles like fruit hanging from a tree. Every so often, I tap my heels. I'm mostly going up and down with my knees, but every once in a while, I just, boom, one tap with the heels. And then back to Wu Qi. Let the body move in between. Let it recalibrate. Any way it needs to move, just let it go. And one more bounce. Remember, fire breath this time. I'll let you hear me doing it instead of talking. I coordinate the breath with the movement. Listen. Back to Wu Qi. In through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Hot, audible. Feel like black gray smoke coming out of the palms. Inhale. Let the body move. Let it unravel. Feel like a piece of pasta just came out of the water. That level of relaxation, just letting everything unwind and recalibrate. Let's do a squeeze. Load your left leg. Remember, we step out, step in with the left foot. Come back in, feet together, and we're going to inhale. Remember, we're going to squeeze everything like this. Squeeze, squeeze, and then we're going to bleed it off with pursed lips. So hold on, let me just give some more light in this room. Okay, that's better. Okay, here we go. This is the squeeze. This is tension and release. Kinking the garden hose. So inhale as you want to inhale as you squeeze. So here we go. And exhale. Bleed it off. Let it go. And then the rest of them, whichever way your wrists are, go the opposite way. You can start wrist down, then you go up, and then you bleed it off. If the wrists are up, go down, then bleed it off. So here we go. Inhale as we go into the hold. And we're going to hold, tense up everything in the whole body, head to toes. Here we go. Inhale. Wrists. Exhale. Let it go. And one more right overhead. Inhale. Wrists. Exhale. Feel the body. Step out, left foot. Come back. Just shake it off. Tap, bounce, squeeze, shake, flow. Here's the shake, and here's the flow. Now we use the breath to connect the mind and the body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Notice my hands. Soft, fluid, relaxed. Fingers too. I can see how fast people are breathing by watching their arms. Here's the inhale, and then here's the exhale. Connect it. This is the hardest part. I know the movement itself is super easy, right? Anyone can do this movement, but if you're just doing this, you can see I'm not connected. There's no way that that's how I'm breathing. I couldn't be breathing like this. This would be like hyperventilating, right? So inhale. Inhale, stops, hands change direction, exhale. Exhale, stops, hands change direction, and begin the inhale again. So it's connecting. So the hard part is not this movement. Anybody can do this. This is easy. What's hard about this whole body breathing is the connection that we're trying to make. We're syncing up the mind with the body. It's usually disconnected. We want to make that connection, and we're using the breath to marry them, to marry the mind with the body. So we'll all be doing this at different speeds. That's okay. I want you to hook up to your breath, not to mine or anyone else's in the group, but to your breath. Just hook up to that. And I say, eat like it's easy, but it's not. This took me a while to really have my entire body moving with my breath. Inhale. Exhale. Notice my whole body's breathing. Inhale. You can see it better from the side. Exhale. Inhale is always on the opening. Exhale, always on the closing. Keep going. See, just that little bit that we were doing, I worked up a sweat. My circulation has increased. My body temperature has increased. And we haven't even done anything really dramatic. But just moving the chi like this increases our circulation, our body temperature. Try to make the breath long, slow, even, relaxed. Long, slow, even. Move it up and do it in front of heart center. Try this. Feels a little different. Same exact motion. I'm riding with the breath, opening and closing with the inhale and exhale. But now I'm doing it right in front of heart center. Right here. Inhale. Exhale. As your hands come together on the exhale, feel when they get close where you can start feeling the chi between them. Put that into the equation. Notice that. Look for it. If you don't notice it, it's okay, but start to look for it. Inhale. Exhale. As the hands get closer, I start feeling the chi right around there. I feel the chi between my hands. Now let's go into spinal cord breathing. You all know this one. We're going to work with the spine. Inhale, chest up, look up. Exhale, sink the chest, round the back. Remember, this is not this. That would be way too much strain on my lower back. It's this. So see the difference? This versus this. Very different. So it's inhale, chest up, look up. Exhale, sink the pelvis, round the back, sink the chest. Notice my chest looks like a C shape right here. So if you need to, look at yourself in your camera and give yourself some feedback. Remember, the mirror, or our camera, in this case with Zoom, is our teacher. You can go sideways in your camera and look off to your side. Look at your camera if you need to make sure you're not going like this. Inhale. Exhale. You want to add more legs, you can go a little deeper, but I'm still not engaging my lower back. Coordinate and sync up with your breath. Inhale. Go at the speed of your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Oh, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On the exhale, I want everyone to pull the energy in. This is bend bow, shoot the arrow. Along the same lines, bend bow, shoot the arrow. Show you from both sides. Bend bow, absorb the energy in, like Liu, and then push the energy out with your palms. So there's the 4 primary energies in Tai Chi. We're playing with 2 of them with Ben, Bow, Shoot, Arrow, Qigong. This is Liu, absorb it into the body. This is Ji energy. I'm sending it straight out. Liu. Notice my body comes along with me. Ji. Liu, absorb it. Ji. Notice my pelvis. My pelvis is rocking forwards and backwards. And in doing so, I'm pumping the qua, or my groin. Qua is your groin. So I'm pumping the qua as I'm doing this, detoxifying my lymphatic system manually with the pumping. For those of you who want to add the breath to this one, inhale, exhale. Now we're into our Qigong. So we've let go of the cleansing breath, the in through the nose, hot audible exhale through the mouth. Let go of that. Now put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, behind front teeth, like they do. It's also a yogic thing. And use your nose only for the rest of the class. Next one in, move the hands and go out to the side. Inhale, exhale. My arms are straight out to my sides. Inhale, exhale. This is the same thing. This is bend, bow, shoot, arrow, just out to the sides. Same motion as we were doing in front. Same sort of Liu, sucking the energy in, Ji, pushing it out. Next one, bring the hands in, bend the body, turtle, a little bit of a turtle, bend, bow. So when we do this with the spine, this is bend, bow, and then this is shoot, arrow, bend, bow, shoot, arrow. So bend, bow, shoot, arrow, gaze at the moon as you open. Come to center, bend, bow, turn to the other side, gaze at the moon. Make sure your weight here is 50-50. I'm not leaning as I do this. I'm not leaning this way. I'm just pivoting, turning on my spine. This is just pure spinal health. Remember I told you there's 4 ways we move the spine. Pigeon toe your feet slightly, by the way. That seems to really help with the knees if you have a slight pigeon toe. So 4 movements of the spine to keep them healthy. We do the first 2 in spinal cord breathing. Here's the other 2, one way and twisting the other way. There's the other 2 right there. Again, the more you do these movements, your spine will start adjusting on its own. Look through your hands. Look through your hands, just like this. Right through your palms, as if you're really gazing at the moon. There's this moon over your shoulder, and you're gazing at it. Then it's over the other shoulder. One more each side. Come to the center, push down slowly, push the chi down, scoop it up, and a little bit, just do a few washboards, just a few of these. Imagine your abdomen is the washboard, coming up, turn the hands over, push the chi down into earth. If you want to add the breath, it's inhale, exhale, through the nose, inhale, exhale. One more of these. Relax the hands out in front, just hold them there. And remember we talked last week about the different standing postures. So I want everyone to open one foot, open the other foot, and then go a little wider until you get into a nice, comfortable horse stance. Your quads will be engaged. This is a high horse stance. Nan, you should be good at this. And notice my sacrum. Really important with horse stance is two corrections. Rib tips in. Find your rib tips, those little bones, the tips of your ribs right here. In, always in. That will take care of the second correction. So the two corrections, rib tips in and sacrum down. But so as soon as my rib tips come in, my sacrum automatically goes down. So it takes care of two corrections at once. Here's rib tips out. This is rib tips out. Get my arms out of the way. My rib tips are forward in space. Look what it does to my sacrum. I closed Ming Men. Terrible. No, not good. We all do it, so it's okay, but not good. We want to make that correction. Rib tips in. Look at that. Now my sacrum is tucked. My Ming Men, you can see my back is flat. So now I'm in the correct posture. And what you'll notice over time is that posture is actually more comfortable to hold in. So come a little lower. Put your hands like this. This is called Kung Fu Master. And glide a little bit side to side, just a little bit. This is Kung Fu Master, holding this posture. You can hold it up high horse stance, still engaged, middle, or low. Up to you, work at your level. I always encourage everyone, please work at your level. Know your body, know what it's ready for. And I'm just moving a little bit. Maybe I come up and down a couple of times as my legs are getting a little sore or a little bit warm. I come up and down, that's okay. And then come up into high horse stance, but keep your toes pointed out. Knees in line with the feet. That's key to prevent any knee injuries. Come back down into low horse stance or medium. Let's say medium horse stance. You could even do high, that's fine. Hands open, we're gonna do swallow skims the lake. Hand comes out in line with solar plexus. Comes straight across, skims the lake. Comes out to my side, straight in line with my side. It flies overhead. Notice this stretch right here, and then back into the nest. And the nests are right at hip bones. Find your hip bones. Open hands are right there, resting at the hip bone. Other hand out, solar plexus. Skim the lake, out to the side. Fly overhead. Feel the stretch now to this side and back. And then try to make this rhythmic. Notice I'm high horse stance, over top, and then it comes back. Other hand. I could go as low as I want here. It's up to you. Work at your level. But as it flies overhead, you come into a high horse stance. If you want, and you're new to this one, stay in high horse stance and just shift the weight. Here's the other version. Here's a variation. This is a high horse stance. I'm not coming low, but I'm shifting the weight and I'm still getting all the stretches. There you go. So this is not terribly hard on my legs, but I do feel it. I'm still getting these beautiful stretches and coiling with my body. And I'm shifting the weight side to side. And then a more advanced version would be here. Down, low. As I skim the lake, then I come up high. Down low as I skim the lake. Come up high and back. Couple more. Again, working at your level. You see how you can do this in a high, middle, or low. But just feel it. More important, stay high for a second. Get the motion. Just get the motion down. If you're new, don't worry about going low. I want you to get the motion in the body. So this becomes, look how fluid. I'm not thinking. Comes right back. Next one comes out, skims the lake, flies overhead, comes back. Swallow comes out, skims the lake, flies overhead, and comes back to the nest and relax the arms. Good. From this posture, you can come in a little bit, heels, toes, heels, toe, heel, toes. It's the best way to come out of it. Toes, heels, toes, heels. Come out of it, stretch the legs a little bit, keep the hands down at hip bones. Take a little sip. We're at the halfway point, so if you want to take a sip of water or tea. This one, what I'm working on this month, each month I have something different I'm working on. And this month is neuro mastery, neuro. So I'm working with using my mind to master my body and my movements. So come along on this ride with me, please. So come back into a horse stance, and you'll see how this is neuro. Bring the hands back. I want you to do a traditional fist at hip bone posture, elbows together and back, elbows back and together. Punch right on the center line. So if you can see me on the camera, I'm right on my center line. Open the hand, act like you're grabbing somebody's lapel, fingers pointing down into earth, and then come in one finger at a time. Pinky, next finger, next finger, next finger, next finger, and then the thumb, and with the thumb into a fist, and then pull. I want you to really feel that pulling sensation. As one pulls, the other one comes out. Open the hand, grab the lapel, fingers down, pinky, next finger, next, 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 till the thumb comes in, then pull. You can stand in high horse stance, middle, low. Work at your level. Open the hand, grab, pull, open, grab it, pull, open, grab, fingers down, one at a time, thumb is last. Once the thumb hits, and I've got a fist, now I can pull, open, grab, fingers pointing towards earth, one finger at a time, thumb last, pull. You don't even realize how long you're holding this stance because we're so busy and concentrating on doing what we're doing with the hand. This is neuro mastery. A couple more. Push, pull. It's a push-pull. One more. Push, pull. Good. Now, come up. Inhale. Exhale. Just come into high horse. Clear it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. High horse. Let the muscles relax in your legs. Good. We're going to do some twisting teacups now. Now the teacups, for any of you who have not done this, we're trying to keep the palm up, serving tea. And we may go this way. We may go this way. So we spill the tea a little bit. That's okay. Just don't flip it completely over where you lose everything. So okay to spill the tea. Good, all fine. But this is just the tea. The whole teacup is just gone. So one of the ways I practice this one is I just grab a rock from the ground and I put a rock on my palm and I try to keep it up. What we'll be doing is work at your level here. We're making infinity sign or figure 8, however you want to look at it. This one hand is just going to rest down in the hip bone again. I'm in a bit of a horse stance. Again, you can keep the high horse stance or you can alternate as you move. Let the body just do what it wants to do. And we're going to start with serving this cup of tea. Mirror me if you would. So meaning I'd like you to do the same as if you and I were looking in the mirror. So we'll be doing opposite hands actually, if you look at this. So it's just easier if you just mirror me. So this hand is here. This comes through the kidney, back behind the kidney, and I'll show you from the side, back behind the kidney, around, again, work at your level, try to keep it up. Notice it's like a lasso as it comes up over my head, palm up, chop. Right here is a chop, palm is still up, and it starts going through again, past the kidney, out and around, like a lasso over the head. I left to lean back a little bit, chop as it serves the tea, serving the tea right here. Come through. Let your body move here however it needs to keep this going. So I've got a figure 8, notice, or an infinity sign going on right here. Here's the bottom loop of the figure 8 right there. And then as I come overhead, here's the top loop of the figure 8. Come through and notice, you can open your hand, you could support yourself on your thigh with your other hand, that's okay, perfectly natural. Serve the tea. One more, I'm gonna serve the tea right here, and that's a great place to reverse. As you're serving the tea out in front, reverse it. Come up overhead and around, and notice you'll know you're going the opposite way because now it's coming this way through the kidneys. Forward, serve the tea. Up overhead, lasso. And just allow your body to move and coil however it needs to in order to keep this darn thing up. Keep serving the tea, keep it up. Your body will move however it needs to continually do this. Just let it move. So my body may move a little bit differently than yours. One more of these. Watch, feel this. Comes right through. And then as you come through, we're gonna let it land right here. Now relax this hand. Serve tea in the opposite hand. We're gonna do the same pattern. We're gonna come this way first, this way, past the kidney, behind the kidney, up overhead like a lasso, and then feel this chopping sensation, and then serve the tea, and then come through again. This is so great for lubing, twisting teacups is what this is called, and it's so great for lubing the joints, shoulders, wrists, hands, elbows. I mean, all of it's getting oiled up here, getting synovial fluid moving. I use twisting teacups to heal my torn rotator cuffs in my shoulders. I attribute this to helping me rehab. Come through, try to keep that hand up however you need to. When I come here, let me show you from the side what this looks like. Notice I do lean back a little bit. I can't help it. It's how I have to keep the teacup up. Next one, serve the tea, reverse it. Now I'm coming through the kidneys the opposite way. Up overhead. This is single hand twisting teacups. There's two hand. Next week we'll do two hand, just so you can feel the variation of it. This is also good for the brain because making this type of pattern, the brain has to figure it out. And it has to figure out, how do I make this pattern she's asking of me, this figure 8, but also keep the palm up at the same time? How do I need to move my body in such a way to keep this palm upright? Well, that's a connection between the mind and the body. One more. And just land it. Good. Come into a high horse stance. Let the legs just relax. Maybe give them a little bit of A little bit of love here. Good. Here we go. If you need to stretch them a little bit, go ahead. I feel the need to. Just do what your body tells you. If you feel the need to stretch in between or shake them out, I encourage you to do so. So one good thing about Zoom, we don't really see each other. So, well, you all see me, but you know, if you need to shake something out, just, it's okay. Just let your body do what it needs. Come back into a high horse stance. So my feet, my toes are out slightly. My feet are a little wider than shoulders width, and we're going to do parting clouds. Take your hands, scoop up the chi. Just feel your hands scooping the chi, come up the center line. They're pretty close to my body right here. Back of the hands together. Not fully, because this is really hard. This torques me. Just the pinkies, the back of the pinkies together. Let's say that. Come up. Dragons come out of the water. They turn over, and part the clouds. Inhale. Look up, part the clouds, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, follow your body. You can keep this in a high horse stance. You can go lower. But if you go lower, do it on the exhale. And then come up on the inhale, more upright. As you exhale, bring the hands out in front. And we're going to do bend bow shoot arrow. I want you to use one finger Zen, which is this hand posture right here. That's the one you're going to look right through here. Look right through. You can look through here or you can look through your fingertip, but look into the distance. So here we go. Make that one finger Zen and then pull. Notice my wrist is bent before I even stretch it out. That's stretching more fascia in my arm. Notice I'm not this way or this way. Check yourself on the camera. I can't see everybody's torso, but make sure you're 50-50 in your stance. And come down only as much as you're comfortable. You don't have to come down very far. It's fine. Bring that one finger Zen hand. I'm going to look through it, and then that's the hand. The one you're looking at will always be the hand that comes in first. So look through your hand. Bring it in. 1, 2. Pull the chi into your heart. 3. Bottom hand becomes one finger Zen, and feel this. Really like you're pulling a bow and arrow. That's why it's bend bow shoot arrow. One finger Zen hand comes in. 1, 2. Feel that. 3, and then pull. Good. 1, 2, 3. Bottom hand always is the one that shoots out, but notice how it works out. It's always alternating. 1, 2, 3. Bottom hand shoots out. 1, 2. Mirror me. 3. Look through that hand. One more. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Walk the feet in a little bit and just hold. Look at this space in here. This is called embrace the tree. Always looking for spots. Relax. Relax. Imagine there's poles underneath your elbows. Your shoulders are relaxed. So I'm always looking for places in the form where I can stop and hold, do a standing Qigong at either Dantian, middle Dantian, lower Dantian, middle Dantian, heart center, or upper Dantian, third eye. Always looking for a place I can stop the form and just hold. So I'm integrating moving Qigongs, moving meditation, with standing meditation, standing Qigongs. Move your feet in, slowly, shoulders width. And this is a great posture to do heaven and earth press. Notice my top hand is pushing up against heaven, top hand palm up, bottom hand palm down, pushing. Look at top hand, and then let them come down, pass each other. Pinkies kiss, pinkies pass each other. That's how you know which hand is on the inside and outside. And then look up, feel that stretch. Start coming out of it, pinkies kiss. Open, heaven and earth press. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Breathe down deep into the belly. Activate that belly pump. Couple more. That's the last one. Let the hand float down. Leave one down, the other one floats to meet with it. And then before we do some Tai Chi or some Qigong stretching, we're going to do a little bit of cloud hands. This is something I try to take bits and pieces of the form and just work on them every month. This is the one I'm working on this month, cloud hands. So notice my weight, so mirror me, my weight shift is all the way to this side and I catch the ball. And so if my weight shift is this way, that's my outer. So the hand that's on the outer is the one that's on top, always. When I'm this way, this is my outer, if this makes sense. So this hand is on top. So I'm going to catch the ball. Catch the ball. That's just an easy way to remember it, which is catch the ball. Catch the ball. This is also outside parry, meaning it's a block, block, block. Where do the hands pass? Right here. 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. If I was a clock, my arms pass at 9 o'clock, and then they pass at 3 o'clock. So try to keep that in mind. My shoulders are relaxed. They're not engaged. My weight shift is what engages the hands. So now I'm all the way on this side. Watch my shifting of the weight is what moves the hands. See? As soon as I start the weight shift, my hands start moving. This is Pung and An. If anyone who's interested in the energies, I've got Pung, pushing down energy, something sinking, something's always rising, and this hand becomes the An. I'm sorry, this is the Pung. Sorry, this is An, Pung. Said it backwards. An is pushing down, Pung is what pops up. An pushes down, floats the other arm, Pung. Pung is floating. You don't need to know that. Anyone who's not doing Tai Chi doesn't really need to know that. More important is to just know that when something's sinking, something else is floating. So when this is sinking, makes this float. That's the most important concept here. Something's sinking, something's floating. What it's called, you can add that or not. My feet are slightly pigeon-toed, so I can fold at my claw. And then just let it go. Now just relax. Just relax. Kind of make it your own. This is Qigong, different than Tai Chi. Yes, it's cloud hands from Tai Chi, yes. But this is Qigong. It's energy work or energy play. Be playful about it. Let the arms just float. Ah, look at this. When I just let myself go, now I'm just going to forget it. My thinking is, and I got this from my Qigong teacher, which I just love, set the structure, learn the structure, but then find the freedom within the structure. So I gave you guys the structure of what cloud hands is. Now let it go and find the freedom within the structure. Find the playfulness within the structure. Energy, Qigong is energy work, but it's also energy play. Be playful. Do you want to make this harder? Oh, more dynamic? Bring your legs out. Do it this way. Look at this, beautiful floating. Or I can bring my legs together. I could switch. Now I'm up high. My feet are parallel to each other and I'm shoulders width stance. I'm up high and I'm just shifting my weight. I'm just letting my arms just float like clouds. And relax, come back. And let's just cross the chest and get a few stretches in before we've got to wrap it up. This is the fastest hour of my week. Next circles, we do about 5 one way and then switch. And about 5 the other way. I'm not real rigid about counting. Counting keeps me up in my head. I don't want to be up in my head. So I try not to count. I try to just relax and say, oh yeah, okay, that feels good. I don't need to do any more next circles. Head to one side, cross fiber massage, go across the fibers. So your fibers are running this way. We're going across them for a massage. Oh, just feel good. Other side. You can go back and forth if you want. Make it your own. You know, I show you these things, but make them your own. Do what feels right. Do what feels good for your body. Good. So we did the head in this plane and then this plane, right? Now let's do it in this plane and then backwards. So I'm going to do it on my knees here because I can get close. Chin forward, scoop, look up. Chin back, down and in, scoop forward. Look up. Chin back, down, in, scoop. See how we're doing it on this plane here? I'll show you with my finger. And now the other way. Chin in, up, look up. Chin forward, down, in, look up. Chin forward, down, in, and back to neutral. The wave for the spine. Chin forward, lean forward, bend your knees, and then round your back and sit forward. Take your pelvis and scoot it under and forward, come up. A wave comes through you, forward. Bend at the knees. You can brace yourselves with your hands on your quads and then tuck your pelvis under. You're sitting on a high stool, tuck it to come up. No lower back. I'm not using my lower back at all. Just feel this wave of energy come through your body as it brings you up, up, up. It hits my head and my head goes forward again. This is called the wave. Good. That gets that moving. Hip circles. Nice and slow. Really feel it. Allow your body to stretch as you do this. Big circles from your hips, not the top of your head. So a lot of people do this when they move from the head. But if I move from my head, it's this. My hips are just not moving. I'm moving from my hips. My hips are making this big circle. My head's just coming along for the ride. In fact, my head just goes the opposite of my hips. My hips are one way. Notice my head is the other way. See? Hips one way, head the other way. Reverse it. Breathe. Good. Come up. A little bit of wrists, circles, wrist circles. You can do just circles or you can do figure eights. Whatever you want. It's getting those wrists moving. Reverse it. Good. Hold on to the ribs. Try to move your ribs in circles. Remember, when we move our ribs or our shoulder blades, we're massaging heart and lungs. Try to move them in a circle. It doesn't matter if the circle is small. It'll get bigger over time on its own without you even forcing it. Just a matter of doing it. You can do this one seated in the chair. If you're on the computer too long, move your ribs. Move your shoulder blades. You can do both of these seated. Both of these when you're sitting in the chair at the computer or reading too long, sitting still too long. You can do these on a plane. I'm pulling up, back, down, forward. When I'm forward, my shoulder blades are opening. When I'm pulling up and back, my shoulder blades are coming together and kissing. And you want to do it one way, and we do it the other way. Up, back, down, forward, spread them. Up, back, pinch them together, forward, spread them apart. Up, back, pinch them, forward, spread them apart. Reverse it. One at a time. Now break them apart. Notice how my ribs are now moving because I've broken them apart. I'm doing one shoulder blade at a time. Up, back, down, forward. Up, back, down, forward. Do it one way, reverse it, do it the other way. Excellent, excellent. Relax, shake it off. Shift all the weight left, all the weight into your left. As you push off the left leg, scoop the chi, feet together, hands overhead, palms towards the body like shower heads, bathing the body in a sea of chi as they float down. Once they get close to my body, right around my face somewhere, ballpark, my hands turn towards me. My palms are towards my body, and they're floating through my auric field. Remember, you've got golden ball here, so make sure you go around golden ball. This is called come to center. One for mind, one for body. Let the arms float through your field. My hands are, I don't know, 6-8 inches away from my body. Palms towards me. Got chills going on in my arms. That's my chi. You may feel that. And last one, scoop. Hands together, back to heart. From this point, we unlock, we unblock, we unleash. If you have time, I would encourage you to sit and meditate for a little while, even 3-5 minutes. Fix your gaze on a point so the mind doesn't start to wander. Find a point in your room. It could be a little spot, could be a little nick on the wall, whatever it is, and anchor the mind on that point. Anchor it and hold that gaze. And it keeps the mind still. It anchors it. It gives it a job. And then you could bring the mind in and just close your eyes. Let go of the point and just relax. The mind is very calm right now, so it's a good time, if you have the time, to have a few minutes of just meditation. Even if it's just sipping some tea, I encourage everyone to do that. And